Alright, so we have this problem right here. If sine of x is equal to 3 times the cosine of x being the angle measure, then what is sine of x times cosine of x? And yeah, this problem is really short, and you might think, well, is it easy? Yeah, it is really easy to do and really easy to explain. So, as we all know, sine is equal to the opposite side over the hypotenuse. Cosine is equal to the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. And you might notice that the denominator here are both the hypotenuse. So the denominator for both trig ratios we have here are the same. So to guarantee that the sine of x would be equal to 3 times the cosine of x, we can just assume that the opposite side is 3 and the adjacent side is 1. So because the hypotenuse are the same length, sine of whatever angle measure that is would be equal to 3 times the cosine of that. Now we don't actually have to find what x is. It doesn't really matter in this problem. So now we just have to find the hypotenuse. Using the Pythagorean theorems, 3 squared plus 1 squared would equal to hypotenuse squared. So 3 squared is 9, 1 squared is 1, 9 plus 1 is 10, equal to hypotenuse squared. Square root of both sides, we can see that the hypotenuse is the square root of 10 units long. We can actually draw a triangle here just to better visualize it, because why not? So theta is here. Our opposite side is 3. Our adjacent side is 1. Our hypotenuse is 10. And the sine of that would be opposite over hypotenuse, 3 over root 10. And the cosine of that, so adjacent over hypotenuse, is 1 over root 10. And we can see that the sine is indeed 3 times bigger than the cosine. So now we just have to find sine times the cosine of that angle measure, and it's really easy. 3 root 10 times 1 root 10. The two root 10s multiply together, and it gives us just 10, and 3 times 1 obviously just equals 3. So yeah, this is your solution, 3 over 10. Or you can also write it as a decimal, 0.3 is also fine. And yeah, that's the entire problem solved.